Who's ready to do a little whistleblowing? Welcome to the show. This has been insane watching this whole debacle they call moto right now. Outdoors evaporated. Factory teams gone. Our factory riders gone. Tapping out. Pay me and I'll come do some rounds. Otherwise, I'd rather sit at home. Maybe come do a race or two to get these so-called playoff points that you need an episode of Fowler's Facts to break it down for you. Like, I don't even know. Like, they tried to break it down. Remember, they tried to break down the points, and it's just like, whatever, dude. Just let me know, like, when these rounds are coming. I might do the LA Coliseum round. That's a historical Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. It's where, speaking of Deegan, his pops ghost rode the bike off the finish line jump with his one and only win with who? These guys over here, Triple X, back in the day. Back in the day, while he was there knee deep. I remember being in Vegas before before he won that race. Or no, it was after, I think. And being in the pits, Deegs he was racing a KX 250 at that time, and he was just starting to get hard. At that point, like pissed, like gnarly. And I remember even me, I was pretty hardcore punker back then myself. And I was the clothing sponsor to the team back then. And then eventually I went to work with the team. But at that time, I was just working with the clothing company that was the sponsor to that team. And we were pissing the industry off in spectacular fashion. So this is why I dig Danger Boy. Now, I gave Danger Boy a pretty good hazing as he came in. I believe they brought him in a little early because of the money grab. I believe the money grab ushered that kid in. Now, I know he was chomping at the bit and he was smoking everybody in the amateur level. Now, for me personally, I was like, it wouldn't have hurt you to leave him one more year and keep this shroud of mystery and his stock value increase as he just cleans up the amateurs. But they ushered him in and he cartwheeled it pretty hard in his first ever pro race. But I love the way he bounced back up. And he shook it off, and the critics, man, he got torched. He got torched. And Walty Wander's probably leading the charge on that one. But like I said before in a video, I was just trying to bring the kid back down to earth. Because, there's nothing wrong with, it's not his fault if he had a little bit of a silver spoon in his mouth. Just don't deny it. You had a silver spoon, great. So I like the kid because he's somewhere in the middle. He's not a complete idiot bad boy, but he's not squeaky clean like the Dunge. And I love the Dunge. And I'd rather see the Dunge out there than some jag-off just joke, just somebody being an idiot. But somewhere in the middle. I think Danger kind of fits right in the middle. Just edgy enough, but not super squeaky clean. But probably more squeaky clean than bad boy. But he's got some bad boy in him. And the kid wants to race. And it's cool because he's not like some intellectual giant. He's the essence of moto. Because if you ride a moto, you're probably not like genius level IQs. Because anybody with a good head on their shoulders or whatever probably is like, this is probably a little dangerous. Maybe I should not risk it all as we continue to see people die in the sport, get paralyzed for life. It's dangerous. And the bike's getting gnarlier. He don't care. He's out there to bang bars. And I like what I'm seeing out of him right now for the reasons I just talked about. He rebounded from the hazing that he got from me and the industry, anybody willing to give it. I've seen some other people are like, okay, like he's proved himself. And not only off the track, on the track, which is the most important. And I believe he's now right in this title hunt. That whole conversation has changed because before this Hunter DNF moto that put Danger right back within points, single-digit points of the championship, and we still got half the season. And because the 450s is just a joke, the field's not even showing up as Jet's running away with it anyway. The 250s is really where the racing's at. The 250 is probably the only reason I really tune in, other than maybe watch a couple of glimpses of Jet dance around the track like a ballerina, like a poetry in motion, like effortless, and come out of his helmet bone dry where everybody else is got their tongues hanging out onto the floor, dripping in sweat. But I believe Danger Boy has a pretty legit chance of winning the title. Why, you ask? Of course, I'm going to tell you. Because you see, Hunter, this is kind of a little bit of a history with him. he has some freak moments that take him out. And a lot of times he doesn't find his way back on the bike. Now, I'm stoked to hear that, in fact, if what they're saying is true, we'll find out when he lines up again, if and when he lines up again, if that injury is going to handicap his performance. I guarantee it's not going to help his performance. I guarantee even if there was no surgery needed, and a lot of times a sprain can take longer to heal than a break. You're almost better off breaking it. I know either way, Hunter's not going to be faster having fallen off the bike the way he did and ended up in the Asterisk Medical Unit. I know that for a fact. So Danger, on the other hand, he's proven he's cartwheeled it gnarlier looking than what I saw Hunter do and got back on the bike, didn't miss a beat, came back. So I like Danger Boy's chances because I believe he's more of a bulldog. And he's young and more resilient and flexible. He can handle a hard impact much better than a guy that's 5 years his senior. Plus, he's got a lot of baby fat still on him. And Hunter's got a nutritionist and all these probably fancy, newfangled trainers all around him to his
body's in peak performance, and we got to get a scientist involved to make sure your tissues are at this performance. And after recovery, we got to do this and that and drink this and
take that. That is what we're seeing out of HRC Honda, throwing all the resources as they ushered in the Lawrence brothers to be the face of the sport. They wanted him to be MC, McGrath, Ricky, and Bubba all rolled up into one. He's supposed to be the new poster boy of the industry. He might be, but are they doing it a disservice by watering it down? Even Jetsam himself, I believe when he signed the donut pushing narrative, he was still pretty young and in the lights and just having fun. But now he's like, this is big boy stuff now. I'm on the 450 smoking everybody, and my career's being watered down by this whole donut thing. Unfortunately, they probably sold some of the rights to produce those donuts, and they're just the face of the marketing on it now. So that thing's just a runaway train. I don't think they can squash it now, even if they wanted to. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator. Somebody wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track, understand the waters we're swimming in now, shark infested, and Danger Boy and Deegan looks to be the biggest shark in the lights class, and I expect him now to be this close. You will not get, if Danger, if you're watching today, my friends, listen, dude, listen, bro, listen up, please. You've got to go rub some plastic. You got to bang some bars. You've been pretty nice, a gentleman out there. We've seen you want to go ride people hard and back it down because you got a little blowback from the industry for riding Jordan Smith or a teammate or whoever. This is not that time. This is the time to smell blood in the water and go into full attack mode. Do not ride over your head. Go in there and do what you've been doing all year. But if you get a start, or if you're on that dude's back tire, let him know you're there. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Listen, man, I'm going to be here to blow the lid off this thing every step of the way because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. You appreciate the content. I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media link in the description of this video, or search out Walty Wanders MX on Instagram for more bench racing opportunity, but plenty of bench racing going on in the comments of this channel. Jump in and bang bars with the boys. Jump over to Insta. Do it all. We're having a lot of fun. Also, side note, we might be, a lot of you have asked about merch. We're probably going to start doing some giveaways. Not
paid promotion, watered down. Today's video is sponsored by
no, but we've got some people that want to donate products to you guys here at the show. And I'm probably going to go ahead and start doing some products again and a little light merch just to hook up the fans here, as I appreciate each and every one of you. Until then, be careful. Don't go over the bars, and I'll see you on the next video.